Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, February 1st, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. First of all, I do want to invite you to join me tomorrow for our PivotBoss monthly market outlook. It'll be at 4 o'clock p.m. Central, and you can find the Zoom link in the description below. So please join me tomorrow, February 2nd. That's a Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central, and we will talk long-term market movement here for the month and heading into the end of the quarter. And we'll also prospect a ton of great candidates as well. So please join me for this free event using the Zoom link below. Again, tomorrow, February 2nd at 4 p.m. Central. Okay, let's take a look here at the ES. This is the daily time frame of the ES. One thing you'll notice here is the previous week was perhaps one of the most bearish weeks we've seen since late last fall there. We had a significant continuation lower, closed lower here. And one thing that you'll notice is this is the monthly pivot range here for the new month. Last month's pivot range was here, so it's overlapping higher. But the close price of last month was lower than this month's pivot range, which is a slight change of bias there for this market, which means that right now, unless price can find a way to find acceptance above the top of this pivot range here, we could be looking at more weakness to come. So right now, that's just the level to overcome for bulls. Bulls really need to get above that 37.50 zone right there, and it opens up a return back toward recent highs. You can see right now a pretty strong thrusting candle here, right at support as well, 36.50. This could be a good buy opportunity for continuation higher, but again, it has to climb above that 37.50 zone. Any rejection there by the end of the day, if we've rejected and closed lower, that could be an early sign of weakness to come this month. Right now, again, everything continues to flow higher. We're seeing support come into play. Buying the dips is still the best approach here, but if there's rejection up here, to begin the month here, we could be looking at a bit more weakness to come. So that's going to be the level to watch as we head into this month's trading. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll see right here with the NQ, again, very bullish trending market here. It's been trending higher overall. Buying the dips has been a great way to go. But now you're seeing, again, very similar to the ES. Here's last month's pivot range. Here's this month's pivot range. It is higher, but the close price last month was below. And right there, again, that usually is an indication of a change of bias. And we are right at the level right now where bulls really need to overcome the top of that pivot range in order to open up a move back to 13.6. Because any failure here by the end of the day, again, if we close lower today, that could be an early indication of weakness to come. And we could be looking at a return back toward 12K or lower. So right now, everything's still showing strength, but the pivot range is starting to show a bit of a change of bias. Again, keep an eye here. 13.050 could be an important level here to watch today. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. You'll see with crude oil right now, we're still stuck in that major range. This is a tremendously compressed multi-week range. We could bring this all the way up to 12, 13, 14, even 15 days, and it will be a compression on the PivotBoss Advanced Indicator here. You can see 42% of ADR, and if we were to see expansion here, again, we're seeing north of $6 of potential range ahead. As we know, a market is solely there to facilitate trade between buyers and sellers. And whenever you get into a range that's so narrow, the facilitation of trade really starts to shrink there, and that's when we may need to see expansion. Overall, the market remains trending up. Higher value relationship on the pivot range, a higher close. That still means that if we were to shake out to the downside, it'd be a good buy opportunity for a continuation higher. $50 continues to be that major market structure level, so even if we saw some sort of steep shakeout to the downside, it could still be a buy higher. One thing that would lead to some selling would be a major rejection up here first. That could open up some downside. So right now we're just looking for expansion out of this range. Everything still suggests higher, but we'll continue to watch the boundaries very closely. Let's take a look lastly at gold futures. Gold is up about 0.9% right now. really hasn't made a move either way over the last couple of weeks. We had mostly sideways action here, a little bit of lower low rejection with a nice pop higher, but price has not been able to get above that 1874 level. 1874 is the level to continue to watch. If price can find a way to find acceptance above 1874 or 1880 as a nice round number, that would open up the next price zone above 1960, right? That's what we talked about before. Each and every time, if we can just get above 1874, we bounce. If we can get above it over here, we can bounce. Over here, it tried and failed, and we got a flush. So right now, we're right at it. Can we get above 1880? If so, it opens up a move to 1960. A failure here could lead to another flush very similar to here. So we'll continue to watch that level as we head into the new month of trading. Again, please join me tomorrow for our PivotBoss monthly market outlook for the month of February. We will be hosting that via the Zoom link below at 4 p.m. Central. All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the room. Take care.